love my mother so much. And I'm pretty sure that you love your mom too, right? We all love our moms, and it would be so good to have a day dedicated to our mothers so that we can celebrate their love, sacrifice, and hard work that they do every day for us. So every year, the second Sunday in May is celebrated as Mother's Day in North America and in many other countries. Mother's Day recognizes mothers, motherhood, and maternal bonds in general, as well as the positive contributions that they make to society. The concept of Mother's Day has been there since thousands of years, celebrated during the springtime of the year, such as ancient Greeks who celebrated the mother goddess Rhea, Romans who celebrated the Hilaria festival, Christians who celebrate Mothering Sunday in the UK and Ireland, and Hindus who celebrate Mata Tirtha Aunsi in Nepal. All of these honor motherhood. Now, coming to the United States, the first Mother's Day was celebrated by Ann Jarvis to honor her mother, who has almost the same name, Ann Jarvis, and all other mothers on May 10th, 1908. Now, we need a little bit of backstory for this. Ann Jarvis, Anna Jarvis's mother, was a social activist and community organizer during the American Civil War era. Now, in those days, in the Appalachian area, the childhood mortality rate was very high, as only 1/3 of children used to survive the deadly epidemic diseases such as measles, typhoid fever, and diphtheria. And in addition, the Appalachian area was the primary place of war because the American Civil War was going on, and that was the main area of conflict. So to help her community combat childhood diseases and unsanitary conditions like these, Ann Jarvis started Mother's Day work clubs, which provided assistance and education to mothers in order to take care of their children and reduce disease and infant mortality. Now, later, these clubs came together and did many peacekeeping activities. And during the Civil War, when tensions and sentiments were running very high in the West Virginia region, where pretty much everyone was split between Union and Confederates, Ann Jarvis urged the clubs to declare neutrality and to provide aid to both Confederate and Union soldiers. Now, Jarvis's efforts to keep the community together continued even after the Civil War, as she worked with veterans to give a message of unity and reconciliation and helped the healing process. Now, Ann Jarvis worked very hard all of her life with a special focus on mothers, and she sadly passed away on May 9th, 1905. Exactly 3 years and 1 day later, on May 10th, 1908, her daughter Anna Jarvis organized a service of worship at St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Grafton, West Virginia, to honor her mother, Ann Jarvis, and all mothers. And this was the very first ever Mother's Day celebrated in the United States. By 1912, Mother's Day had become popular all over the country, and President Woodrow Wilson issued a proclamation declaring the first National Mother's Day, calling upon the government officials and people to display the U.S. flag on the government buildings and at homes as an expression of love and reverence to the mothers of the country. And on the second Sunday of May every year. So since then, Mother's Day has been celebrated by most countries worldwide every year on the second Sunday of May, honoring the mother of the family as well as motherhood, maternal bonds, and the influence of mothers in society. Giving moms greeting cards and flowers, especially carnations, is very common on Mother's Day. Families will usually plan on going to church. Grown-up children usually treat their moms along with their family members by taking them to a good restaurant if they're in town. If not, they'll at least call and wish their moms on Mother's Day. Now, Mother's Day should be spelled as shown here. Mother apostrophe S, as Ann Jarvis trademarked it in 1912. Anyways, she did insist that mother apostrophe S should be a singular possessive for each family to primarily honor their own mother individually, not the plural possessive mother's apostrophe, which would commemorate all mothers in the world simultaneously. So this was also the spelling used by US President Woodrow Wilson in his 1914 presidential proclamation of Mother's Day. So, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Love you, Akash.